All of those other methods down the road end up costing you more, like the debt snowball method. And there are strategic ways that you can handle debt so that you can pay as little as possible. Here's what you do. What up? Welcome back to Middle Child Finance. My name is Tierno, and today's talk is going to be a little bit of an uncomfortable one because we are talking about the D word. That's right, debt. I tend to get metaphorical when talking about debt because in my eyes, it literally represents shackles while chaining you to your source of income. The items you buy with debt end up owning you, and then there's this mentality that the items that you're buying are gonna somehow make you happy is what ultimately keeps you a slave to this lifestyle. A great quote that's all too true is, too many people spend money they haven't earned to buy things they don't want to impress people they don't like. Now, if you're in debt, don't give up on your pursuit for freedom. Lucky You has me, and I'll make sure at the very least, you're not gonna end up a contestant in the Squid Games. Take it from me, debt has devastating psychological effects that will leave you a victim of your bad habits. But I can assure you, millions have escaped and have gone on to live rich, financially free lives. I've read and heard about some of the most unbelievable comeback stories. It's very doable, and there are strategic ways that you can handle debt so that you can pay as little as possible. Here's what you do. First, stop non-essential spending to free up cash. So that means no expensive trips, dinners, or shopping sprees because we're reeling it in. Second, make a list of all your debt, and I mean everything. For example, credit cards, car loans, and even student loans if you have any. Third, you're going to want to order that list by interest rate from highest to lowest. It's important to note that the interest rate for some debts can change between months, especially credit cards with variable interest rates, which depend on federal rates and your credit score. So make sure you keep the list up to date by ordering it from highest to lowest interest rate each month. Fourth, you're going to pay the minimum required for all debts each month and literally throw the rest of your available cash at the debt with the highest interest rate. Fifth, when one's gone, do the same for the debt with the next highest interest rate. Last, you're going to continue this process for as long as it takes until your debt are all paid off. Now, I don't expect this level of aggressive repayment with a mortgage, especially if you have a rate below 5%, but we'll discuss that in another video. The method we just covered is referred to as the debt avalanche method, and it's the only method that I recommend to strategically get out of debt fast. All of those other methods down the road end up costing you more, like the debt snowball method, which suggests that you should pay off the smallest debt account first, regardless of the interest rate. Now, some folks recommend this because they see it as a motivational boost when you can cross off more debt accounts from your list, but all you're doing right there is spending more money to give yourself a pat on the back. So I strongly recommend focusing on the accounts with the highest interest rate, i.e. the debt avalanche method, in order to get out of debt fast. With the money you save using the debt avalanche method, I can assure you you'll be able to treat yourself to something nicer than a pat on the back, but not too nice because you just got out of debt. Now, in terms of other methods like balance transfers with 0% APR or debt consolidation companies, it's all still a no for me. While you can sometimes secure a lower interest rate, most times the reshuffling of debt from one location to another ends up introducing fees and stipulations which end up costing you more down the road. Or worst case, if you have really bad habits, you could end up reaccumulating debt with the freed up credit. But let me know in the comments below if you've actually seen people use these methods and save money in the process to get out of debt. Above all, getting out of debt boils down to having a plan and staying disciplined to that plan. Now, if someone tries to sell the idea of getting out of debt quick and easily, that sounds too good to be true. Trust that it is, and that it will likely get you into more debt. But that's all for this video, folks. I'm gonna go rewatch some Squid Games, and until the next video, spend less than you make, invest the surplus, and avoid debt. Peace.